Hi, welcome to Your Business, Your Rules. I'm Kat LeBlanc. This is the podcast for people who want to start and grow an online location-independent business so they can live a life of freedom and choice on their own terms. Welcome to episode 38, How to Choose Your Business Idea Without Stressing Out. So choosing a business idea is often a source of stress for people. What if I get it wrong? What if it doesn't generate money? What if I don't like it? What if I build it all and it doesn't work? Here's how to avoid all of those issues when making a decision on your business idea. And I want to be clear about this. This is just the first part of the business building process. So if you do want to learn more about what to do after deciding, go on to episode 16, Why What You Need Is Not a Business Plan. Okay, so how do you build freedom into making a choice, which by definition means not choosing other things? You do this by going about the business idea generation process in a very purposeful way. And this is my ACT business idea generation process. ACT stands for a concept to test. This is all about getting your best possible business idea to start with the knowledge that it will grow and evolve and it doesn't have to be 100% perfect from the beginning. So choosing your business idea using this process, and this will become clearer as we go through, gives you freedom because you're not coming from a perspective that this is your one and only shot at success, and if it isn't perfect, you risk everything. The whole ACT process gives you space and freedom to try things out and grow them once you hit the sweet spot. So to give you an overview, so there is a diagram for this, but you won't be able to see it. We start off ego aside, brainstorm, organize, 5 contenders, verification, combinations, choice, acknowledgement, freedom. So that sounded like a lot, but let's dive in because it's actually quite simple. So the first step, and this may come as a surprise, is to set your ego or negative thinking aside. If you go in with judgment about whether you're expert enough or whether or not you think everyone else did it already, or if you're allowed to, if you're good enough, all of these things, all you'll do is shut yourself down before you even start. So the whole process will be flawed. So do your best to set aside all your ego and judgment before you start. The next step is to brainstorm. You're brainstorming to get all of the ideas out without censoring yourself or deciding whether or not this is the best idea first. Later on, you'll narrow down your ideas and go through a process to pick one. The key is to think about your skills, talents, experience, and knowledge in terms of how you can benefit someone else. Go through everything on your list and brainstorm how that skill, interest, experience, or passion can help someone else. You're not thinking at this stage about what form you're going to deliver it in, like is it one-on-one or group or a retreat or something else. You're just thinking about the core thing that you're transferring almost to a specific group of people, like helping successful women find a life partner or helping business people get their taxes done, or maybe helping school teachers create lesson plans. The next step is to organize. So you are going to group your ideas, and your ideas will likely be around certain themes. So they could be health, yoga, teaching, technology. Organize in a way that makes sense for you, and this is different for each person. Now, you may not need this if you only have a couple of ideas, but if you have pages of them, and really the more the better, then you'll need a way to organize them so you can look at them and make some decisions. Next, you pick 5 contenders and do a round of idea verification. And here you're looking at personal fit and profitability. Of all of the ideas you have, there's going to be a subset that are ones that interest you most or the ones you've been thinking about the most. And maybe there are 2 that you're trying to choose between. give each idea a rating out of 10 for each factor, and this will enable you to give each idea a score. Now you'll have your main ideas rated, each with a number that reflects marketability and personal fit, and you may already be able to make a choice at this point. And we're getting to the freedom part in just a minute. Next, combinations. Before making a final decision, it's a good idea to look at combinations. Often people have a couple of ideas that they really can't choose between, and frequently there is a way to combine what they like about both ideas into one. As an example, I once worked with a lady who couldn't decide between building websites and coaching. She loved tech, but she also really wanted to coach women to get their business started. Her business actually ended up being a combination of both. Both ideas were centered around helping women get their business started. For some clients, she made websites, and for others, she coached them on getting started, including the tech elements. So if you're having a hard time deciding, think about if any of your ideas can be combined. Now you make your choice, and next comes the good part, the freedom part. And I call it acknowledgement. You acknowledge that you're choosing an idea to test. You're not married to this idea. It's not an all or nothing thing. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect in its first test. You're not going to pour your life savings into it and spend months and months building it and finishing it before you have any idea if it really works. Instead, you're going to do some simple tests to check if people are willing to pay for it. And that's where episode 16, the next steps in the building process, come in. And what does that give you? It gives you freedom. Freedom to try something on and see if it fits. Freedom to be less attached if you need to change something. Freedom to maybe even get it wrong and then still have time and space to do a revision and get it right. It puts your mind at ease. Because choosing a business idea doesn't have to be this all or nothing thing that you work on shrouded in mystery until you release it to the world with a big bang and see if it's a riotous success or crashing failure. Instead, it's something you can start on the side, low-key, while you iron out the creases and gradually grow your revenue. When you give yourself the freedom to think about it this way and approach it this way, it's a lot less pressure and it gives you freedom in the process. Thanks for listening. I hope that was really helpful for you, and I look forward to talking with you again soon. Thanks for listening to Your Business, Your Rules. I'm Kat LeBlanc. If you like this show, I'd love you to subscribe, share, and leave a review on iTunes. And if you'd like to continue the conversation, head over to my website at katleblanc.com. Until next time.